Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of a brand new isometric action RPG titled Seven Cities. I had the privilege of streaming this game for over 5 hours yesterday on Twitch, and now I am ready to make my first impressions video. And I want to be very clear at the beginning of this video, it is not sponsored. I am not making this video because I am getting paid. I am making this video because this game needs to be on your radar. This will be a first impressions video. It'll be an overview. I'm going to give you all the general information on this. And if you go over to Steam, it currently has an active playtest where you can play up to tier 50 or level 50 on your character. The actual early access of Seven Cities is supposed to come later this year in October. Okay, so that's the beginning. Now, first thing I noticed when I logged into the game, and I was very pleasantly surprised. Actually, it's the main reason why I'm making this video. I consider Seven Cities a classical action RPG. Some people would call it a Diablo-like. Why? Right when I logged in, I noticed point and click, point and click, point and click. In today's modern action RPGs, you see everything moving to WASD, which I totally understand. Seven Cities does not point and click. Also, when you hit tab, your map overlay pops up. When you hit I, your inventory pops up, and it defaults your roll to spacebar and your skills to QWER. Classical action RPG. So right off the bat, I absolutely love that. It was a pleasant surprise. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some combat for Seven Cities, and then I'm going to take you throughout this little city, kind of your rest area, to show you the NPCs and what is possible. We are now loaded into the map. This is Tier 33, Abandoned Chest. What is in the box?
What's in the box?
Go find them, 0 of 3. Now, before we start fighting enemies, I feel like visuals on the game are pretty good. This is built in Unity. And obviously this is pre-early access, so we know from a visual perspective, combat, feel, movement, the game is only going to improve. This is just a playtest. Now, looking at the UI, you have blue, red, and green. Blue is your shield, and think of Halo. When you are in combat, as long as your shield doesn't deplete all the way down, it just pops right back up. You then have your life, and then the green bar is your mana. When you are using your skills, this will go down, and there's ways to leech, and it will come back up. Something very interesting in Seven Cities is right over here, and this is your heartbeat. When you are in combat, when you're rolling, when you are fighting over and over again and not taking breaks, your heart rate goes up. And believe it or not, through the skill system, there are some things that benefit or hurt you based upon your heartbeat. So if you keep momentum up, you become stronger, and in other ways, sometimes it is bad. So very, very neat that they have introduced heart rate into the game. You can have 2 weapons and weapon swap. So I've got a baseball bat and I've got a machine gun, and you just switch this through your scroll wheel on your map, on your mouse. You got a space bar for rolling. You notice as I'm rolling, my heartbeat goes up a little bit, and then I have a skill, which is my sentry. I can call in rockets, and then I can have my little robot here boost my focus. Ooh, now I am focused, which means I'm going to have a better crit chance, and you will see that I use some of those skills. My green bar, my mana has gone down, and then over here you have potions, or in Seven Cities, food that'll heal your life, or monster energy drinks. It looks like a monster can that will fill up your energy. So that is currently where we are at. Let's jump in to some combat. Smoked. Not too shabby, huh? I've set reload to my mouse button. And this game has shotguns, pistols, multiple different machine guns, baseball bats. You could spec into weapons or skills or your robot. Everything has its own skill tree, which I'll show you after combat. Ow. Got him. Okay, now when I look at the map, it shows me where the cases are. Hit him with the baseball bat. The baseball bat is my first legendary item that I have found. It's orange. Got to keep the enemies in the sentry zone. I don't want to reload. I want to hit him with a baseball bat. All right, we're going to go down the little alley over here. Out of order. By the way, this game takes place in the year 2040. Smoked. No, I can't get to there. Oh, we got one. What's in the box? Great job. Level 34. And again, the playtest, you get up to level 50. And bam. What's in the box? All three have been located. Quest complete. Now, Seven Cities also did something that caught my attention and everyone's attention while I was streaming it. Your town portal is, when you hit T, a freaking taxi. Yes, a taxi drives up to you. Now, I told them I want the wheels to spin. It kind of just floats a little bit, but that is very cool. Also, imagine this. When you're on a rooftop, this taxi also comes to you. What if it flew up like the Fifth Element? Like when you're on a rooftop, your taxi is a flying one. I mean, technically, this is 2040, right? It's in the future, so it's possible. We are now back home after completing our mission. Aaron sucks. Congratulations. You have achieved your objectives. Here are your rewards. I named my robot during yesterday's stream, Aaron Sucks. And everyone got a huge kick out of that. If you actually come over here to the little robot section, it says engineer for Aaron Sucks. And I guess this is the first NPC that I can show you. Later on, you're actually going to be able to unlock and upgrade your robot with various different skill trees. And you can activate a pet. You've got a damage pet, a support pet, and a tank pet. So now let's talk about one of the most important components in an action RPG, and of course that is character customization. How many different builds, how many different things can I explore inside of Seven Cities? And the answer is quite a bit. When you hit U, it pulls up your specializations. Now inside of the game, you have weapons, specials or skills, robots, Aaron Sucks, or your outsider, which is your dodge roll mechanic. And each one of these will have its own specialization tree. Kind of think of Last Epoch. Every skill has its own tree. This game is exactly the same. So right now I have machine gun and I fully spec'd out of everything. And you can pick which weapon you want to use or again, which skill you want to use. And right now this is just a play test. So a lot of the weapons and skills and robots and outsiders are all grayed out for the playtest, but no, obviously a lot more will be available in October when early access hits. So for example, if I went to my weapons and I clicked on our machine gun, I can go right here and say increase weapon damage if you hit a hurt enemy. And I can go 6 points into there. I've got 112, and then I can say, let's see, 25% bonus accuracy when your heartbeat is high. See, I told you heartbeat can go into this. Bam. And we can have up to 5, and you could further unlock these specializations to make it even stronger. And then we can go critical strike chance. Bam. And then we can go attack speed shield on hit. And then we can go flat weapon damage. And bam, we have used every single specialization for our machine gun. And now when we actually attack with it, we are going to be a whole lot stronger. got a nice training dummy where you can test things out. So now we have currently maxed out, based upon our selections, the most you can do with the LA85A1. You also have your passive tree. In the passive tree in here, you have weapons, robot, outsiders, and specials, just like you would see here. And inside of the passive tree, we can go into weapon damage. And you'll see that as I put points into it, these other columns expand. So now I've got 32 points left. And since these other columns have expanded, I can come over here and say, ooh, max life, I want that. And then since I've now expanded it even farther, I can jump down the tree and say, ooh, rifle damage, I want that. And then you see what I'm saying? You can jump around and snag, ooh, we want headshots, whatever you want. This is the passive tree. You also have affinities, and this is a system that I'm still working with and understanding, but we were blown away during stream yesterday. So obviously I have gone into weapons because we're using a machine gun. We're not using our pets, outsider, or specials. So in here, I was able to build my own passive. Say that one more time, because people in stream were like, you got to be kidding me. I was able to build my own passive for the affinities. I should have just ripped it from stream. Aaron, what are you talking about? I was able to click weapons, then click every hit, every third hit, every fifth hit, every hit. Then what? Critical strike chance. Then what? Physical damage. And I actually went down the line picking what I wanted for my build to make my own passive. Very, very cool. So you've got the affinity system, the passive tree, the specializations, and then of course your items. Now you're able to have two weapons that you could easily switch between. And then you've got all these different components that make up your character. And as you can see here, I am spec'd heavily into weapon damage. So pretty much anything that says weapon damage, I am taking, because that's where all of our damage comes from. But if you wanted to spec into special attacks, you will see that here. Or AI, which would be your robots, or cast speed for your skills. If you want to be literally like a mage, you can cast inside of this game. A lot of different options as far as inventory. And something that also impressed me is the crafting. We are now at the NPC Albert the Crafter. Aaron sucks. Albert is a master of manufacturing. He's able to take an object and make it into the object of your dreams. Great. And before I actually show you crafting, know that you need to level up your crafting really first. And you do that right here. It'll actually tell you what you need to do to level up your NPCs. Destroy 10 items, re-roll 5 items, destroy 25 items. And I haven't even done half of them. But you will notice what you unlock. Unlock craft panel, unlock destroy by rarity, unlock reroll selected stats, unlock reroll value, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of stuff I still can't do in this crafting menu because I have not leveled it up far enough. But this is where you destroy items to get crafting material, and this is where you craft. Now, for me, let's take this level 30 item, put it in there. Right now it has weapon toughness, weapon damage, and toughness, and we want weapon damage. But this is a common item, and common isn't going to cut it anymore. So what I can do right here is hit increase rarity. Currently what I have unlocked is reroll all stats, reroll selected stat, reroll value, and increase rarity. And it'll say right now what this costs to increase its rarity. 1,500. Right now we've got, what is that? 591,000. So we are going to craft, and it is now a green item. And we're going to craft, and it is now a blue item. And we are going to craft, and it is now an epic item. So we took this level 30 common, and just like that, we put it to purple. And then we don't need luck for this build, so we're going to re-roll all stats. Click. 9,000. Click. And now we got bonus experience, crit chance on elites, and increased special damage. And special damage is okay because we are using airstrike and we are using sentry, so they're going to get a little boost from this as well, and our weapons are going to get critical strike chance. So this item is now good. And we're just going to go right down the line. This item is green. We're going to go increase rarity. Bam, bam. Cooldown reduction, elemental damage. Not what we want. Reroll all stats. Click, crit chance, piercing damage, freeze damage. Nice. And we're just going right down the line. Increase rarity. Added luck. Reroll all stats. Freeze, headshot, crit. And you will see how absolutely easy this crafting system is. This one got attack speed and crit on elites. Don't need to re-roll. Piercing chance, don't need to re-roll. Range, perfect for machine gun. Alteration, not sure what that is. Let's re-roll. Heartbeat increase cost, summon duration, re-roll. Projectile speed, special place damage, perfect. Body armor. Oh, can we not upgrade body armor doesn't allow us to put it in. So just like that, we have upgraded all of our gear to epic and re-rolled the items. And remember that on here, I'm going to be able to re-roll, or I can already re-roll selected stats or secondary stats as I update the crafter. Very, very cool way when it comes to crafting. I like it a lot, and it's so simple to understand. Another NPC you have right here is your shop, and you can actually buy items that are higher to your level. So imagine that you're just not finding what you need. You can come over here and spend $10,000, which isn't super expensive, and grab this level 35 machine gun, take it over to the crafter, upgrade its level all the way to purple, and then select what stats you want and make it the exact item you want. And this also has a level up as well, which we were having a chuckle about this yesterday. This resets, so there's a timer to it, but to get the refill and the timer, you actually have to level up the NPC. And as you level up this NPC, you get rarer items in the shop, you get a reduced timer, you can get double up items with the discounts and different things through the shop. Also, this is where you can make a ton of money by selling your items. So the stuff that you find, you got to decide, do you want to break it down for crafting materials or do you want to sell it for cash? Very, very neat system they have going here. Also, as you come down here, you've got a couple of more NPCs. This is the specials for engineer. So basically where you can buy skills. So right now I am using sentry, but if I wanted to use drones or I wanted to use, this is kind of like a mage attack, or mines, you can actually purchase skills for your character here. And if you come to this NPC, this is where you actually level up your specializations. So for example, I have already leveled up the LA8591 machine gun. It's leveled up 3 times. That is why when you come over here, I have unlocked where I can put up to 5 different attributes into this machine gun because I continue to level it up. And as I continue to level it up, these other spots are going to unlock. So you can really hone in through upgrading your specialization ranks, whatever you want through this NPC. And that is pretty much 7 cities. Oh, wait. There's one more thing I have to show you. By the way, you've got a little bag right here for storing all your stuff. There's one more thing I have to show you. This NPC right here. This is your city card. Aaron sucks. Roy allows you to make your different city cards, which allows you to access 7 cities. But I think we won't talk about these prices. Are you ready for this? This game. Any PoE fans out there? You have city cards. You take your city card, put it right here, and oh yeah, level up, add modifiers, remove modifiers, lock city by UCC. It is a mapping system, just like you would see in PoE. You can take your map, spend whatever, like it'll show you the cost down here, to get exactly the stats you want on your map. And then once you fully crafted it, when you come over here to actually start the game and you click on a zone, you will see down here, you could drag the map into it and then generate the city. And that will be the zone that you are fighting in so that you have your specific map that you want. There's a lot of prominent ARPGs that does not have that level of customization. Like I said, I want to put this game on your radar because I truly think it's that good. Now, before we put a bow on this video, I know I'm going to get asked this question over and over and over again. Is this game multiplayer or is it single player? Currently for the playtest, it is single player. That being said, on Steam, it says online co-op, and I talked to the developers of the game who said this game will be multiplayer. So know that this is an isometric, classical action RPG that will have multiplayer, likely a live service model with seasons. It needs a lot of polish, but it's also very, very early, and I want to know your opinions. Are you impressed? Do you think this could be an up-and-comer, or is it going to take the super fuse route? That is what I'm afraid of. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I've earned it. If I haven't earned it, I'm going to work harder for you. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 131 members that have signed up. I get asked all the time, what's the best way to support? And Patreon is it. You get access to game night and movie night, exclusive content, VIP lounge. It's the best way to support this channel into the future. So check it out. First link in the description. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.